11 of the...
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Looking to throw right away is Watson.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 3 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He juked him. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Able to slither by. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They go up the middle with Chubb. Nifty move. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Watson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Touchdown, Browns! Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Browns have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures.
And oh, right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen.
That's caught.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Watson now to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes this one in for a Browns score.
Johnny Stanton.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end.
21-0 our score after 1.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Allen going to throw. It's caught by Davis.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
Now Davis fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at the 34.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And this is going to be intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So after the INT, it's Allen. This one caught by Davis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Allen now on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Allen to throw once more.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
That's complete to Davis. He'll get it inside the 20.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first time.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
So we come up
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sport. Now a hit and a loose football. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary.
Singletary loses it.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. Chubb on the counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Donovan Peoples-Jones
from 8 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. that doesn't happen, it looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And
that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Allen. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by Howard. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give. This is Chubb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 2. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Handoff comes to Chubb. Shifts by at the 15. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down. Here's Chubb again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Hunt. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb halfway to 100 now with with career touchdown number 50.
And the Browns are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
York now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills ready to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Allen. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They go up the middle with Chubb. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.